Hey guys, wanted to talk about something. This is called How to Make Lifelong Friends, and I'll tell you a little story. Something I learned about, going on almost 20 years ago. Our church used to have a little ministry headed up by a guy named Pat, who would he'd put roofs on for people, and especially at that time, getting a roof on your house is a very expensive ordeal. Not something people really want to pay, 10 grand for, at that time, which is like 20 grand today. But we would go and, people that needed a roof on their house, we would, they'd pay for the materials. There's a cop there. But we would go and we'd spend a day or two and put the roof on their house and get a bunch of guys together that
in a quarter mile, continue straight onto County Touring Route 65 Jerry Levant Road.
they knew what they were doing, and some that didn't but would help. And we'd go and we would spend the whole day or 2 days and put the roof on their house. And a lot of those, a few of those guys that we did that for, they
Continue straight onto County Touring Route 65 Jerry Levant Road.
the amount of respect that they had for you just continued on for years. And even to this day, there was one guy named Fritz who would he ended up giving me all his extra tools and everything. He was moving, he was downsizing,
Continue on County Touring Route 65 for 5 miles.
so he gave me all his yard tools and anything else. He said, hey, is there anything else you need? I was like, well, you know what, do you ever come across buckets? And he would always drop off like big piles of buckets for me, because I'd use them for different things. And that went on for many years. And it's something I realized that the people that appreciated what we did for them so much that they just wanted to give back in their own way. And even, there's a lot of people that can't give back, but they'll still, if they're a good person, they'll still appreciate you, and you'll be their friend, and they'll be there for you if you really needed something. I know those guys would have been there for me. And so that's one way that you can make friends, is to sacrifice for other people. Whatever little talents you got, whatever way you can serve another person, do that, and that person will remember that. I know they will, and they'll probably remember it for the rest of their lives. And so, if you want to make friends, that's the way to do it. All right, have a good day.